Did y'all miss me? Welcome back, everybody, to another Purpose Served podcast episode. I'm your legendary host, Darryl Wingfield. Happy New Year to everybody. I've been on a little hiatus. It's been a lot going on. As of late, there's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of things in motion. There's been a lot of projects going, and I'm going to be talking about that going forward, and talking about what this year is going to be looking like for Purpose Served and what I've been recognizing collectively, or what I've been feeling, what's been going on. You can feel the hostility in the air. For those of y'all that's been really paying attention and recognizing the energy of how this year is starting off, there's a lot of things that will be coming to light if y'all not already seeing it. And I want to read y'all something. I wrote this to myself. This is a couple of days ago. The conundrum of existence. For many of us, life makes absolutely no sense, and we tend to put the blame of our existence elsewhere, which is totally justifiable. In between heaven and earth, we are placed in an experience that no science have yet to explain, and religion tends to divide us amongst each other when it comes to seeking the truth. What pushes us naturally towards the truth is time within space. The only reason I say that is because none of our physical bodies are immortal. But since we are made out of energy, God has given us unlimited amounts of it when harnessed the right way. We are the form of that same light creation. There's something I've been recognizing with always keeping in mind of like human nature. I've been recognizing that our mind's eye is very important. How we see the natural world tells us what our personal world looks like. All of our perceptions on life is different. And this is, to me, it really is a conundrum. We didn't ask to be born in a world like this, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that we should be neglecting our responsibilities and putting our blame elsewhere. The infamous story, for those of y'all that's not familiar with it, with Adam and Eve. There's a situation that went down in the Garden of Eden, and Eve ate the fruit from the forbidden tree of knowledge of good and evil, and the serpent was the one that tempted her, the temptation to eat from this tree, and she received knowledge from this fruit, and then after that, Adam ate the fruit that she offered him. And one of the things in the story, it's a bunch of things in the story, is the lack of accountability. Because when God came to question both of them, they didn't take responsibility or accountability for what they did. They put the blame elsewhere. And metaphorically speaking, if you look at what's going on right now in modern times, that's what's going on. People are putting the blame elsewhere and taking responsibility and accountability for their choices, where they are in life and what they're doing. Granted, certain things, a lot of things is outside of our control. We don't necessarily control life, and we don't necessarily control death. But the most important thing is to get your heart and mind on one accord. And this is why I preach, find it something that you guys are like passionate about. It's something that gives you purpose, something that gives you meaning. That's going to make you get up out of bed with a certain level of energy. It's not going to be lethargic. A lot of us is waking up knowing that we got to work and like dreading getting out of bed, because we know like today's about to suck ass. It's real talk. And do y'all want to really live y'all lives like that until y'all get to y'all graves? Is that safe bet that y'all are willing to take? there's another thing that I want to talk about as well is the attack on our attention span due to the internet, due to social media. You guys is gonna recognize as time go on, it's gonna be like really hard for y'all to be able to concentrate on one thing. Y'all gonna start getting distracted more and more and more as time go on. Due to the fact that these electronic devices that I keep talking about, and I don't mean to sound like no boomer or no old head. I think that technology, I always preach this, is like it's very beneficial, but as with any tool, it can be used in the wrong way, and I think that we are being conditioned to use it in the wrong way. Our choices are like starting to be made for us with the illusion that we are making a choice. There's two things when it comes to purpose and living out your dreams and living out your aspirations, and that's the ideal versus an illusion. Are you going towards something that you feel as though is like the better version of yourself, or are you living a lie? Both of these things is like in our mind's eye, in a way that we perceive the world. Nobody knows what we're thinking or feeling unless we express it. If not, nobody ain't gonna really know. And with what I'm doing right now, I have a project called World of Purpose, which I'm going to be starting it next week. I'm about to open up enrollment for you guys to sign up. Those of you that's interested, it's going to start off at max 10 people to see how this first wave go. But with this app Miro, it's an electronic whiteboard, so you can download this app on your phone or your electronic devices, and pretty much we will be discussing practical means on how you can go from ideas to results, something I've been preaching on this podcast for a while now. Excuse me. And people need to know how to harness their gifts, and you need to do that through a skill, no exception. Things don't just land in your lap. That's not how life works. You gotta build on something. It's easy to destroy something, and that happens instantaneously. It's real hard to maintain your gift, maintain your skill. And for those of you that's new to this podcast, that's been on this journey, you guys know that a lot of these things I learned from basketball and teach myself the game. And then going through that whole process of me playing basketball and playing overseas and not playing in high school, not playing in college, it was a lot of things that I had to learn and I had to teach myself. And a lot of times, oftentimes, there was nobody teaching me these things. So it was a bunch of trial and error. And now I'm in a predicament where I talk about this all the time as well, where I'm paying it forward to kids that's trying to do the same thing. But the one thing that I notice is just that they don't truly recognize the actual work that it takes to get really, really good at something. The amount of time, the amount of dedication, the amount of sacrifice day in and day out that you have to make. A lot of my days started off at like 5 o'clock in the morning for like a 2-hour workout. Sometimes earlier than that, 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And nobody was telling me to get up around this time. It's something that I genuinely wanted to do because I cared about what I was doing that much. And a lot of what fueled me was just the competition, being better than my peers, and knowing that every day that I'm out working them, and they don't even know it. And it's crazy the surprise that you often, the look on people's faces when they see you after you've been in the cave grinding for so long, it amazes people. But if anything, for those of you that are in a predicament where y'all been gifted with whatever and already have that talent, already got that skill, use it to bless other people. Don't be self-serving about it. And basketball humbled me in that regard because I definitely used it as a self-serving thing, and it fueled my ego OD, until, you know what I mean, things just stop working in my favor, until I'm going out for teams yet again and starting to get cut again and going through the crucible all over again. But stay grounded in y'all truths and be the best version of yourselves. This is going to be a really, really, really short podcast today, one of the shortest ones in a while, but I'm pressed on time today. But I'm going to be getting back to you guys really, really soon. Yeah, to everybody that's been downloading the podcast and during this hiatus, I really, really appreciate you guys. I see the support in Europe. I see the support stateside. I thank you guys like so much, and it would be even much more to me if you guys were to sign up for the World of Purpose mind map, so we can talk about purpose. And this is a collaborative thing, so this is not set and final. This is something that I see changing and growing over time with you guys' collaboration. So yeah, please reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. DM me if you got any questions. To show your support, whatever it is. I'll see you guys out there, as I always say, and take action towards your purpose and serve it. Be the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. And I'm out. Deuces.